Intro music plays and fades.
Hello to all viewers of my channel. That quote right there, it just cuts right to the chase, doesn't it? The whole debate about AI versus human is pretty much over. AI is here. The real game now is figuring out how we use it without losing that special something, that soul that actually makes people care. So let's just dive right into the new reality we're all living in. I mean, AI is not some sci-fi concept anymore, right? It's a standard tool in every marketer's toolbox. And it's not just changing things, it's creating a tidal wave of content. And just look at this number, 90%. That's not a typo. Over 90% of large marketing teams are already using AI. So this isn't about what's coming in the future. This is happening right now, and it's all being driven by that constant need to be faster. But here's the problem, and I'm sure you felt it too. Just because you can make more stuff doesn't mean any of it is any good. What we're getting is this flood of just generic, soulless output. You know the kind. It's technically correct, but it has zero personality. It just feels empty. And this is where the real danger is. People are catching on. Just look at this. More than half of your audience will just tune out, they'll completely disengage if they even think what they're reading was written by AI. So authenticity, it's not just a nice to have anymore. It's basically a survival skill. Okay, so if just pumping out raw AI content is a losing strategy, what actually works? Well, it's not about picking sides. It's all about what we're calling the hybrid advantage. It's about making a powerful team.
And we've got the data to back it up. Take a look at the teams that are really crushing it. A whopping 62% of them aren't going AI only or sticking to human only. Nope, they're using a hybrid model. The sweet spot isn't one or the other, it's blending the two together. And the results? They're not even close. You take a draft from an AI and let a human polish it, you see way more traffic, and people stick around a lot longer. These are the metrics that really make a difference, you know? The point isn't to replace people, it's to give them superpowers.
So, how do you actually put this into practice? Well, you need a system, a workflow that you can rely on. So let's break down what that playbook looks like. Okay, so this whole hybrid approach really works its magic across 4 main stages. First up is ideation, figuring out what to even talk about. Then there's drafting, getting that first version on paper. Third is editing, which is where things get really interesting. And last, repurposing, which is all about getting the most mileage out of your best stuff. We're going to hit ideation, drafting, and repurposing first, but definitely stick around because editing is so critical it gets its own special section at the end. It all begins with a great idea, right? But a truly great idea isn't just a random spark. It has to be strategic. It has to connect with what your audience is actually looking for. And here's where that partnership just clicks. Let the AI do all the grunt work. Let it crunch the data, find the trends, pull up keywords. Your job, the human job, is to bring the strategy, the unique point of view. The AI tells you what's popular. You decide why it matters and what your unique take on it is. All right, next is drafting. This is where that scary blank page just vanishes. We're moving from a cool idea to an actual rough draft. And let me tell you, this is a massive time saver. So think of AI as the construction crew that can frame a house in like an hour. It gives you the structure, the outline, the first draft, but you're the architect. You're the one who adds the original thoughts, the personal stories, the specific examples that make it a place people actually want to spend time in. Now here's something really important. Most of us don't need a million new ideas. What we need is to get more value out of our best ideas. And that, my friends, is the art of repurposing.
And for this, AI is an absolute machine. You can feed it one single blog post, and it'll spit out social media updates, an email newsletter, even a script. But, and this is a big but, the human touch is still essential. You have to be the one to pick the best parts and tweak the message, because what kills on LinkedIn is going to fall flat on TikTok, and only a human really gets that difference.
So we've established AI is great for speed and scale. But what about the soul? What about the stuff that actually builds trust and connection? Well, that's the irreplaceable magic that's still firmly in our court. Yeah, it's so important to know where AI just can't compete. I mean, look at this list. It doesn't have real experiences. It can't tell a story with genuine emotion. It can copy a brand voice, sure, but it can't create one from scratch. And it definitely can't replace your strategic brain or, and this is a big one, the critical job of fact-checking. This quote just nails it. An AI can spit out the words, "We value integrity." Big deal. Every AI can do that. A human, though? A human tells the story that proves it. That's the difference between saying something and showing it, and it's everything. Okay, so let's get super practical. As I promised, here it is, your new playbook. This is a simple 6-step checklist that you should use on every single piece of content that comes from an AI. Think of this as your quality control process. Step 1, the absolute non-negotiable. Fact check everything. Seriously. Then you start to shape it. Adjust the tone and voice, check for clarity, and make sure the structure flows nicely. After that, you optimize it, for SEO. And finally, the most important part, you humanize it. This is where you add the stories, the personal insights, the stuff that only you can bring. And if you only remember one thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. The single biggest risk with AI content is what we call confident errors. The AI will just make something up, a stat, a quote, a fact, and it'll state it like it's the gospel truth. If you let that slip through, your credibility is gone. Instantly. Human oversight isn't just a suggestion, it's mandatory. So, let's wrap this up. Here's the bottom line. AI gives you the draft. You give it the soul. It's an incredible tool that gets you, say, 80% of the way there in a fraction of the time. But that last 20%, the strategy, the story, the heart, that's all on you. So the real question is, how are you going to tell your story?
Hey, if you found this explainer useful, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and give it a like. And also, let me know what topics you want to see me tackle next in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching.